use a very unique strategy, and it's probably going to be, not typical. When I started investing, I might have had, $15,000 or $20,000 to work with, and I really wanted to maximize it. I wanted to get as many properties as I could, so that I can really leverage and create cash flow. The strategy that I mainly used to acquire these properties was tax certificate investing. So, got the opportunity to be from a city or a county in Lake County, Indiana, that offers some of the best tax sale strategies around. As far as short-term investing, we're able to take acquisition of properties with a fairly low redemption period of 120 days. So in 4 months, for pennies on the dollar, you can pretty much be taking ownership of a property. And that property isn't limited to a single family residence. It can be commercial, it can be retail. The gambit is over 14,000 properties that are available. So, it's every different type you can imagine. So when I made that investment strategy, the one that I would use predominantly, it became definitely what's the potential for cash flow, but also because a lot of these properties they were dilapidated, or they were in communities that were run down where the ARV, there were no comps, right? The ARV was undetermined because there was no market activity that I can compare it to. So at least not to the level that I plan to develop new property. So, being a real estate professional, I understood that, the comps would have to be established, and so I took on the responsibility of establishing them. So we'd say on one block that I own, on one block that I own properties, but I guess that's the spoiler. On one block I own 8 properties. On the next block over, I own about 7. So that's been my strategy. It's not buying in a market, it's creating a market. So I'll buy these properties, and the initial ones I have to do, cash out of pocket investing on them, but then I've set the standard, and I've set the ARV for the next properties that I'm able to finance and leverage. So that's been a strategy that I've been doing, and effectively it's, mainly to establish the cash flow, but you've got to set a market, so I also have to, give myself the ability to augmentate the market in that area as well.
Can you talk to us a little bit about pros and cons of partnerships?
You got to get to know people. We talked about the why. When we talk about why you do things, you really have to share the why, or at least share a common place when you get investors or when you get investment partners. You have to understand what's the end game for us as a partnership. How do we get in together? How do we get out together? What's your vision for the future? And is that going to align with mine? If I'm a long-term investor, I'm looking for passive income, but my partner's looking for the quick cash, we're already, going to be at each other's necks. It's just a matter of time. So, really sitting down and laying out your strategy, your strengths, that's another thing. It's very important for everyone in a partnership to have predetermined roles so that you're not stepping on each other's toes, so that everyone can work seamlessly together. So I think really just got to get to know each other, lay out the expectations early, then everyone can meet or exceed them.
Yes, please, go ahead, Bruce.
So when you're putting together a simple partnership, there's 3 things that you can differentiate: cash flow, depreciation, and profits. And so if you're doing a simple partnership, the 4 of us up here are going to be partners. Dan works for the big company, so we're going to call him the heavier of the investors. We can give him a larger percentage of the cash flow. So as a broker, I'm getting a commission going in. I'm then partnering with all of them. Maybe he's putting up 75% of the money. I'm going to take 20% of the return subordinated to or after he gets his money back. So maybe we get a management fee during the term of this investment. Maybe Armond gets the depreciation because he's got the excess income and can use it for a write-off. And Craig's the totally passive guy in California. All he wants is the cash flow, so we give him a preferred premium. So maybe you set it up where he gets 8% return, and then we get the next 20%, and then once we get our 20%, he gets another 10%. So you can split all of this up, but you as the focal point, as the creator of this wealth for yourself, but this investment pool, can set up each of the scenarios in a different way. You're getting a commission going in, you're getting a management fee, you're getting a piece of the cash flow, you're getting a commission on the way out, and you're getting a piece of profits typically subordinated to the return of the investor's capital. That's 5 ways that you can help enhance your own personal wealth by doing simple partnerships.
So let's stay with you for a minute, Rich. What do you